Hi guys, how's it going? This is Aaron with AST Productions. Check out the website real quick before we jump into what I wanted to go over on the FL Studio program. You can see the website, my figure, my icon, my music easily shared just by clicking right here. Same thing, anything that's on Spotify. This is my merch. I enjoy the merch. Right, got one of them right here. Got the shirts, got the cell phone case. Stickers can go around. This is what I use, FL Studio. Get the latest updates after you purchase FL Studio. You just click on the link right here, and it'll take you to the product itself. You can get a free download, or go ahead and jump into the version that you want to buy. Lifetime free updates, as they mentioned, and we'll go ahead and get into what we're going to go over here. Ultimately, we're going to create a layer, use an audio sampler, fatten up the drum sound, and articulate individual sounds. So let's go over the sample, the envelope, and miscellaneous functions. Let's dive right into it. So, the layer I have set right here with the kick, the sub kick, the clap, the hat, the snare, just kind of the rhythm section, right? So in order to make a layer, you want to insert or replace, whichever is appropriate. The layer, which is this right here, you click it and you will then see this pop up. So the reason for a layer, or purpose for a layer, is to stack instruments on top of each other to trigger every time you use that keyboard. So you don't have to individually lay the same notes, I guess, or same patterns in for each instrument you want to trigger if they're supposed to trigger at the same time. You can also individually trigger them outside of the layer, even if they are layered together, for individual sounds after whatever particular reason you want them to trigger. But at this moment, all you have to do is right click on this little boxes right here, and then come over to set children. Boom. You can see every single time there's a trigger here in the pattern, it'll automatically set off. These instruments, right? So you can hear as that's playing the instrumentation, right? So you have the subs, clap, hat, snare, and the shaker right here. We'll collapse that or close it. So let's go ahead and try to fatten up the sound of the kick a little bit. First, I like to kind of deepen the sound. Use the pitch under the time stretch. You can leave it under auto. You can toggle around with resampling, stretching, the different modes that are available. Alright, so you can really drop it. I'd rather bring it up to here. Kind of fattens up that sound. Now if we go over here to envelope, it's already triggered. You can see when I have the envelope off, the hammer, the kick of the drum is very prominent. I want to soften it. I can just use the envelope, take off the attack a bit. Let me turn this one off, just so you can get the full dynamic, right? In fact, let me go back to the original sound. See? It's very dry, kind of generic sounding, but you can always play with it, so brought it back right around here. Deepens it up, deepens the sound. Let's go to volume on the articulator. Now I'm using two kicks, right? So I want this kick to kind of be the background. leading to this part of the mixing board and routing to my percussions. I have all my percussions led right into here. Fed into this track and then fed out to the master track right there. Okay. And for the microphone audio, guys, once I have another microphone or an actual mic, my audio will sound that much better and clearer for you. So just bear with me. Let me go back to where I was. Back on the kick. You can also mess with the modification. I'm sorry, with the Mod X. So this is the filter of the sound. I'd already played with it a little bit. So you can hear how I bring that little white sound in there. Kind of high end, high pitch sounding. A little high end, right? I have it on the first fast LP, but you can mess with different passes there. It's just a cutoff. It's filtering out the low end and the high end. So just you can play with the tension, you can bend the articulation, the attack, I'm sorry. Do the same thing right here with the decay, the suspension and release. You can mess with that as well. Bring in how much of that sound you want. You can reverse the sound. Okay. You have mod Y you can play with. The pitch. Right over here. Probably not the best example, so let's do this. And go over here to panning. And tighten that up. Right here in your speakers or your system, stereo system. Shooting from left to right. Select the different LFOs. Alright, and with this bore you, go back over here real quick to panning. We'll just turn this down. Centralize the sound. Let's now introduce the sub kick. I'm sorry, one last thing. You can bring this from being thin sounding to really prominent sounding. Outside this sub kick here. You can see now it's triggering at the root note of C5, the sub kick, right? I want to kind of make it lower. So I right click. I right click another octave. You can hear it dropping. Now also mess with the pitch. There's 12 tones, 12 keys in an octave. Let's go 24, 2 octaves. Give it some range. Trigger there, huh? is more of the actual punch. Amp decay is the sustained sound, how long it lasts, such an 808 punch. I'm sorry, the minimum is the pitch, so in those octaves you can match exactly, like if you want it to be A note, C note, B, you find the exact note that you want and set it to there. But for right now, we're just looking for punch, right? Also, look over here, sorry, over here, the volume, beef it up, beef that punch up a little bit. That's some distortion. So you're going to go back to keyboard. Mix the two in. Let off the hammer of that. Just don't want the back end. Okay. Here I can start the sample a little later into the sample. Get some more of the energy or the power. Blend this together now. So now, just to hurry this up, the clap's already kind of been pitched out, right? Soften from being too thin. Cut it down a little bit. Same thing with it's the overall saturation of the sound, right? The hi-hat, you can play with it a little bit. This is where stretching the sample, I think, kind of works out to our advantage. So it takes that flat sounding cymbal and really sharpens it up. Give you some energy, right? Very good. See? Come back over here, let's just raise it. Back it off, panning a little bit if you want. And ultimately add a little bit of reverb in the mixing. Remember guys, I've just got these earbuds. They're decent, but they're not studio quality. Sony, they're decent. It's the full spectrum of the sound. It's clear. Let's get a reverb. I like the full amount of the sound. I mean, it depends on the mix. So this is just another filter, right? I can filter out the low end, filter out the high end. Get more bass, make it damp sounding, undampen it. The diffusion, how many sides do you want? You want more bounce in the sound, you want it to sound a little cleaner. Size of the room, auditorium, side of a can, a little bit of delay. Some depth. Across the hertz. Got a little bit of separation. So this went on. This video went on a little bit longer than anticipated, but to give you an idea how you can fatten up the sounds of your instrumentation, specifically drums in this video, to give you the more fat, punchy sound that you might be looking for. Check out other videos. I'll go through the whole gambit of what FL Studio has to offer. It's a lot, but as long as it's structured down into bits, it becomes a lot more simple, and a lot of things repeat to make it a lot easier for yourself. So yeah, make sure, like I said at the beginning, stop by the website occasionally. I'm going to start posting videos up there, share music, share links, just share everything. I appreciate if you do purchase anything. Obviously I appreciate that as well. And we'll keep being as creative as possible. And if you guys have anything specific that you're looking for, please go ahead and email me with your request, and we'll read it and get over it. Read over it and address it. Alright? Thanks. Have a good one.